That's farmer friend, singer-songwriter Lyal Strickland.
And that's farmer friend and jack of all trades Chris Horn.
And we're those Tastebudguys.
Bill and Jack's time-honored charcoal mellowing method.
You said meth head?
Method. I did.
It's a different part of Tennessee.
I did go try to buy some pseudoephedrine today for a head cold, and they don't sell it. You can't buy that stuff.
Such a weird segment. Segue, I guess. Did you turn it on?
I did.
Oh.
And this one's on.
Hey, guys. Okay. Hey, guys. I guess I said it to that camera, but now I'm saying it to you guys in case you're not watching that camera.
Yeah.
Figure that one out.
Two totally different audiences.
Absolutely. Okay. We're getting giddy because this is like the third or fourth thing we've recorded tonight.
Well, let's say before we get into this, there's a few staple whiskeys and other drinks that we stock on the shelf on a fairly regular basis that we have not done an actual episode on or an actual review on.
And we're trying to rectify that tonight. Doing all of them.
This is this is one of them. This is one of our go-tos that neither one of us liked when we first heard of it, right? Did I give too much away?
Well, I don't know if that's the right way to say that. So when I was younger, I drank Jack Daniels fairly often, and I kind of got sick on it. I didn't like it.
Let me phrase it this way.
Okay.
Chris, can I get you a Jack Daniels neat?
No.
Oh. Okay.
No.
Can I get you a Jack Daniels rye neat?
I drink that.
Yeah, absolutely. That's where I was too.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got sick on Jack when you were young.
Yeah, so I sat at a bar one time, and I was over in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, and the guy's like, hey, this is my Jack Daniels. I'm like, hey, no, I'm not a fan of Jack Daniels. It's okay, not really my thing, just don't care much for it. He said, have you tried the rye? I said, no, I don't think I have. I kind of like rye, though. He goes, you should really try the rye. It's actually pretty good. I'm like, yeah, okay, man. I think he could tell that I was not going to try the rye. He said, hang on a second. He grabs the bottle and sets it down. The first thing I noticed is it's not Jack Daniels colors. It's actually a super cool looking bottle, and I like it. But anyhow, so I was like, okay, interesting. And he poured me a little splash of it, and I took a sniff.
Uh-huh.
And I thought, that's kind of perfumey. That's not terrible. And it is kind of perfumey.
Yeah.
And then I took a little sip of it, and I was like, this ain't bad.
And then he called me and said,
we gotta get a bottle of that.
And have you had this? And I said, no. Bring it if you want to. I hate Jack Daniels.
Yeah.
And
this is our third or fourth bottle. We've been working on these since
we almost
way back in the other studio.
We started, yeah.
So
the thing about this is it's not. At least to me, we'll get into this one on the tasting thing. It's not a traditional rye. It's a little different, but it doesn't have that same Jack Daniels traditional flavor that you expect if you've had Jack and Cokes, which I can stomach, or shots of Jack, which are horrible.
But it does have that Tennessee whiskey sweetness to it, and this on the nose. That's still there. It's better, I think, than Jack because
kind of minty eucalyptus.
Admittedly, if you pour Jack Black, if you pour the original Jack Daniels into a glass and I smell it, again, I drank that when I was in school. Got very sick on it.
Not your thing.
There's a connotation there that comes up that when I smell it, I kind of turns my stomach just a little bit. Mm-hmm. So there's a hint of that behind here, but not near to the same level. But it's got this nice perfumey. Eucalyptus might be the way to go. I don't know.
There's this floral herbiness to it, but with this on top of all that, there's like a haze of mint eucalyptus.
I tell you, the weird smell I get out of it,
springy.
The odd smell that I shouldn't come out of it, but it kind of makes me think of it. And it has a little bit of watermelon.
Okay, I thought you were going to ruin it for me, but
no. It's just like if you can think of the sweetness behind a watermelon, spring, and there's just that kind of
no, I get that.
I don't know why. That's weird. That's a weird one to come up with.
It's sweet, but not sweet.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Something like it. Anyways, so
okay, so we love ryes, right? And we've had some cheap ryes that we love, the Rittenhouse.
Rittenhouse
that
is
we
good.
love
That we haven't reviewed yet.
for a cheap bottle.
Spoiler.
We've had the Whistle Pig 15 Vermont
Love that one.
Oak Estate. Crazy expensive
Everybody should
bottle.
have a bottle at $650.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
It's good, but
It was fantastic. So we've had all across the range of ryes, and this one is expectedly not on the super high end.
it's
But
fine.
It's not really even in the low end. It's kind of its own thing,
They
right?
roughly run about $25 a bottle. I think it's priced correctly.
But it's also like, it's not like other ryes. It
It
there's
is
a
different.
There's a sweetness to it and a mintiness to it that just doesn't.
There's also a high level of char. To me, there's a high level of char. I really feel like that burnt oakiness or whatever it is that comes across there. I think it comes across fairly strong.
Yeah.
But as I said, with that price point, honestly, if they raised the price of this and it got over $30, I probably wouldn't buy one.
No. Yeah.
But it's really good for where it's at. I think it's priced absolutely right. A lot of times we get in these whiskeys, we're like, oh, you could charge so much more for this, or this is overpriced. I think this one nails it. I think it's perfect. I would buy this and have bought this for the last several years over and over again for this price point instead of the black label.
I hate Jack Daniels Black, like old number 7, right?
It tastes like a blended Canadian whiskey to me. I just don't like it. And here's the thing. Technically, it's a bourbon.
I know.
I mean, if you want to get specific about it, it is technically a bourbon.
It's not a Kentucky.
No, I didn't say Kentucky
Yeah,
bourbon.
yeah,
Just
just
a
a
bourbon.
So I so dislike that whiskey, except for some reason when it's mixed with Coke, which probably is honestly, is probably some personal problems within myself. But
A little ditty about Jack Rye and Coke. That's how it goes. Now I got it.
So I bought this bottle, this most recent bottle, and even though I so am, when I see this brand, I generally run. And I know that I like this whiskey. I bought this last bottle. Chris has bought several bottles. It kind of hits a spot. I don't know where it is because I would not. Technically, it's on a rye shelf, but it's not with the other ryes. It's its own. The sweetness character to it. It lends a different drink to it.
It is a different beast, even though we do put it on the rye shelf, like you said. It really is kind of a different thing unto
It's
itself.
not nearly as dry as the others.
But if you haven't tried it, I think where we're going to both land is just to say, go give it a shot. It might not be as bad as you think if you have a look down your nose version of Jack Daniels like we kind of had.
We totally don't. Yeah.
Go give it a whirl. And again, this is something you can find in a bar at this point in a lot of occasions. Just go get a glass for, $8 or whatever and give it a shot and see what you think.
When we say give it a shot,
Don't
take a shot.
Sip it.
This is one of the few things that I like, and maybe we'll have to revisit the old number 7 at some point. But right now,
Yeah, we definitely do.
right now, this is the one thing from Jack that I have
We
no
don't-
problem drinking neat.
Actually have it here, do we?
No, we don't.
We don't. Okay.
Next time.
All right, we'll see about getting it.
Fantastic neat. Go get yourself a bottle, especially for the price point. Just
Absolutely.
killer stuff. All right. Until next time.
Whether it's the little ditty about Jack and Rye Coke you're singing,
The food you're eating.
clothes you're wearing.
The people you're meeting, grab a buddy and try something new.